Hello everybody and welcome to Season 2 Episode 3 of Cobra Kai Fire and Ice, because yes, everything... Gotta do it again. Hello everybody and welcome to Season 2 Episode 3 of Cobra Kai Fire and Ice, because yes, everything is going to be so cold that everything is going down in hell. Just like in Season 1, everything's been alright, and then everything goes to shit before going back to being alright. So... last episode, Chris is back and is establishing himself, and he is getting to Johnny, and Johnny is falling into the trap. Even though I have to say that I'm quite happy to see that Johnny is focused. You know, he is not blindly listening to whatever Chris is telling him. He has a drive, he has a focus, he knows what he wants for Cobra Kai, but I'm still a little fearing, you know, because, well, Chris is around and he's quite a clever, how could I say it? Well, you know what I mean. So, I'm still quite worried on that level, but I have faith in Johnny. Now, regarding Johnny and Robbie's situation, Miguel has finally learned who Robbie is. I don't know how he did, because on this photograph, Robbie is like 6, so I don't know how he could recognize him. I couldn't recognize myself on my own pictures, so I don't see how he could recognize Robbie King, who he's only met like twice or thrice, you know, from far in the distance. At night, dark, on the beach, and as he was beating the crap out of him on a in a competition. So I don't know how he could recognize him in this photo, but anyways, he did recognize him. So it's gonna go down in hell, because Miguel is understanding everything wrong. I mean, he's not paying any attention, he's not thinking anything. Ever since he's been now the Cobra of Cobra Kai, he's been quite cocky, and he's not really thinking about anything else than making amends to Sam. But I feel like he's gonna understand everything completely wrong, and obviously, could I blame him? Yes, I can. Because pay attention, guys. Listen to what's happening around you instead of jumping to conclusions and things like that. But you know, it's a TV show. There has to be drama. Oh, sorry. There has to be drama. We love it. We love it this way. And we love to see our characters in trouble and see how they're gonna resolve the situation. So, that being said, I don't really know what's gonna be up with Daniel this episode, because, well, he's discovered that Chris is back and that he's working with Johnny. But I mean, Daniel's been working against Johnny ever since episode 1 for not really any great particular reason, but for the fact that he doesn't like Johnny. That's basically it, because very first episode Johnny did nothing wrong really. It's just that Daniel is angry at him because oh, by the way, the camera is off focus, sorry. Come back, camera, come back to me. Yes. I hope it wasn't blurred since the beginning. Was it? Sorry. But yeah, so it's on Daniel's side, I'm not rooting for Daniel really. Well, I'm rooting for his dojo, you know, to go well, but I'm not rooting for him to be a pain in the ass for Johnny, because Johnny is already so much on his plate with Robbie, Miguel, John. He doesn't need Daniel to come after him, even though I reckon that this is what is going to be happening, because otherwise it wouldn't be fun, like I said. So that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching. Just like always, don't forget to leave the video a thumbs up. You know where the subscribe button is, of course, and you know where the comment section is. Do not hesitate to say hello down below. I always enjoy doing so. And that being said, we're gonna jump right in. Let's go.
Kids from my dojo told me to get an apple. You sold me a lemon. Piece of shit won't even turn on. First of all, it's a... Yeah, of course, I'm not an idiot.
Oops.
Have you seriously never owned a computer before?
Yeah, I'm not a nerd.
So what is it for? Is it an online date? I don't know. But I mean, when is Cobra Kai supposed to be taking place? Because that's an old-ass computer.
Dude, this is a pawn shop, not the Geek Squad.
Yeah, I got it at the pawn shop. Yeah, he's broke. Okay, that's Johnny to you, yeah.
Truth.
Oh my god.
I knew it.
Oh, Johnny discovering the internet. Oh, it must be.
That gets a thumbs up.
Just like this video.
Ads.
Inner peace.
Sorry.
Focus. These are just some of the skills that you will master when you join Miyagi-Do Karate.
Daniel ad again.
Champion. Now you can learn the secrets of
That
Okinawan.
footage.
Don't be a snake in the grass. All lessons are free. That's right, free. It's about the karate.
Come on, you can't stay mad forever.
What is she mad
Would I
about?
be
Oh,
mad just because my husband spent half our Q3 marketing budget on a commercial for his karate gym?
oh.
You know it's called a dojo.
Is this a midlife crisis? Is that what this is?
It seems like it.
I just need to amp things up now that John Kreese is back. You know, Johnny Lawrence is one thing, but Kreese, that guy's dangerous.
Geriatric karate coach.
I mean, this is a man who literally faked his own death.
And oh, for the record, I do not think that you're guilty of cultural appropriation.
Cultural what?
Oh, yeah.
They're calling me Daniel the Racist on here. Stereotypical music. That was Mr. Miyagi's favorite song.
Free karate. How am I supposed to compete with that? Snake in the grass. He's talking about us.
Yeah.
Miyagi-Do. And I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Seriously. Thank you.
That's what friends do.
Not all friends.
The discussions make me uncomfortable, always.
Great. I have a couple cans of paint out front. The fence back here could use a fresh coat. Robbie will show you.
They're gonna sign off.
This was bullshit. This was all just some scam to get kids to do your yard work, huh? Come on, let's go check out that place with the snake.
You could kind of see it coming because he's got an unusual approach and...
But everyone knows that in life, you get what you pay for. Don't be a pussy. Join Cobra Kai and let me teach you the way of the fist.
I mean, he's being clear. The message is unequivocal.
And throw Thunderstruck under it.
I'm
Thunderstruck.
pretty sure the rights for that song will cost too much.
Yeah.
No, I already own it. Cassette's in the car. Oh. And then send it to the internet!
It's about Robbie Keane.
What about him?
We know he's your son.
Okay, that's good to have this conversation right now.
Is that what you think?
I'm glad to have it. Oh, I'm glad to have this conversation right now. Oh, this is so great.
Yeah, Robbie's my son. But that has nothing to do with how I run my dojo. It's also none of your damn business, do you understand? Something else, Mr. Diaz?
Well, they're hurt, but Johnny is hurt the same, so...
Business, this event always drives
Oh,
the
no.
dealership. If I could just
Oh,
get
no.
those eyeballs on the dojo.
You could siphon business from our dealership?
No,
Is she gonna divorce by the end of the season?
LaRusso training your son like his own.
Yeah.
Must be a concern.
You should be training that boy.
Hey, it's never gonna happen, all right?
Hey, never say never, okay? I guess it's good you still got that Mexican.
Miguel's from Ecuador.
Better hope that LaRusso doesn't sink his mitts into him.
Oh, yeah, that's a possibility. Because Miguel wants Sam back and...
You see that building over there? That's where Robbie was born. February 4th, 2002. It was a Monday. His mom was in labor for 17 hours.
Wasn't there.
I wasn't there. My mom had just died. I never knew my father, so she was all I had. So instead of being up there, welcoming him into the world, I was down here soaking up the booze from a 3-day bender. I never got there.
He's opening up.
Tell
That's
my kid
big thing.
on his very first day. Been failing him every day since.
Just since this is personal stuff, you don't have to tell me.
I should have told you a long time ago. One of the best things has been teaching you. No matter what happens, I promise I'll always be on your side, and I'll always have your best interests at heart.
Thank you.
Post-reaction discussion, but I'm so relieved. I'm not gonna lie, I got chills, but it's like I'm almost cringing. I don't know why. I think because I'm afraid something's gonna go bad. The ice of the fire and ice. Oh, Cobra Kai.
What the hell is going on here?
It did. It had to do it. Damn. I mean, the fire is just for the show because the fire doesn't actually do stuff. Yeah.
You did it, Sensei. No, we did it.
We did it. Fire and ice. Ugh. What the heck was that? My goodness, that was so good. Fire and ice. Yeah, the title totally makes sense. I'm so relieved. So relieved that Johnny and Miguel had this conversation. I would have liked Hawk to be a part of it as well, because since he knows, and like Hawk seems to me like to be he's being roughed up by Johnny, and I think that he needs as much attention. He's one of the first students, he's one of the best ones, and he's definitely one of the faces of Cobra Kai, so I would have wanted Johnny to open up to him as well. But I understand that the scene only took place with Miguel, because Miguel is like a son to him, so that totally makes sense that the conversation would be only in between them both. And we know that Miguel is going to talk about it to these two Orc in private, off camera, most likely. But I'm so relieved that they talked about it, and on the side, it's all thanks to John Kreese in a way, because it is John who told Johnny, be careful that he doesn't go to Daniel. And so that made Johnny realize that he had to open up to Miguel and tell him, you're like a son to me, and that is what he did. And it came clear with him, about Robbie, and that's partly that partly explains how he decides to run Cobra Kai. But it is not because Robbie is his son that he's angry about him. It has to be taken into account, because it would have been somebody else, maybe he wouldn't have realized as much. But it is not like, it's not I'm rough on you because you tried to beat the crap out of my son. It's not that. So that's great that it came clear on this. I was afraid, because I hate, they quite did that during the first season. So I was afraid they would go on to do this during this season as well, the misunderstanding, regarding this situation. And I think that there's enough fighting in between groups that we don't need any fighting in groups, Although I reckon that might be happening later on, but for now I'm quite happy with this. So Daniel is trying his best, to get Miyagi-Do. It kind of seems like a midlife crisis, because he's doing, well, he has to take into account other stuff, and right now he's really just thinking about himself. Apparently he doesn't even take into account his wife's opinion before doing stuff. So yeah, and he's becoming quite obsessed with Miyagi-Do. But I feel like he's becoming obsessed with it. Sorry, I don't know. But yeah, regarding the new students, it was no surprise to me really, because when you get kids to say lessons are free, go paint my fence. Yeah, okay. Guy, I don't know you, you're asking me to trust you, yet you're asking me to do your chores. So, not a surprise. The demonstration was a very fun idea, and it was working. I don't know why I cringed during that thing, but I think it's because deep down I know that these actors are actors, and that maybe they do karate in real life, but I know that they're acting. So I don't know, there was a strange thing that came to me. And by the way, the demos like this make me quite uncomfortable, because I think that when it is staged like this, I've been doing demos during competitions and things like this, but when it is staged as a publicity thing, I don't know, it made me uncomfortable. It lost it was not so genuine, I don't know. So yeah, anyways, but it was a fun idea, and I thought that Cobra Kai was going to sabotage, their presentation by sabotaging lighting and things like this. I was not expecting Cobra Kai to show up in full gi and to make a demo for themselves. And I have to say that they got me. They got me good. I could have been like, oh no, guys, you're crossing a line there. But no, I was like, you're crossing a line, but you're damn cool, guys. And they did it well. They did it really well. And who wouldn't join Cobra Kai after this? Seriously. And I think that this demonstration was far better than the commercial that he tried to do, because in the commercial he was too aggressive in my opinion. I mean, he got his point clear, like I said, but it felt almost evil, if I could say it like this. So yeah, so I'm quite glad that they just did this demo later on, and they really set the stage on fire, if I could say that. I don't know why I did that. That was lame. I don't know what that was. But yeah, they lit the stage on fire, and that was really, really awesome. So next episode, I don't know what's going to be happening. Obviously, Daniel's going to be depressed. Like, at the end of that, his wife was like, everything's going to be good. Everything. She was pitying him. Robbie and Sam were disgusted. But I mean, look at this. Going on to talking about Robbie, Miguel could have been so mad at Sensei for hiding Robbie from him, but he was not. He listened to him before judging him, while Robbie is judging his father. I mean, it's his father, and it's been years and years and years and years. But if you're really trying, especially if you're part of Miyagi-Do karate, I mean, you should be more open, but they're not. I mean, Daniels is the exact example of it. By the way, I'm surprised that we did not get Amanda to talk on camera. Maybe they talked off camera, but I'm surprised that we did not get to have Amanda's take on Daniel not deciding to talk to Johnny. So yeah. So now I'm expecting they're gonna retaliate. Miyagi-Do Karate is gonna retaliate. They're not gonna get any new student. But maybe there are some people out there, who see what it was about, because granted it's a TV show, but to get a crowd emboldened like this, I mean, there must be at least one person who has realized that there is a rivalry between Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai, and that Cobra Kai is doing Miyagi-Do dirty, and that Miyagi-Do is doing Cobra Kai dirty. There must be one person in the public who must realize that. I'm sorry, because I Sorry, I swallowed. Anyways, wrong. Sorry, I'm gonna die. I shouldn't talk that much. You're getting all that this sound, aren't you? I'm sorry. All right. That is the sign I think that I should stop talking. So yes, Cobra Kai season 2 episode 3. Really looking forward to episode 4, of course. And I hope that I'm gonna be seeing you there. Just like always, you know where the subscribe button is. It's the big red button, just down there, if I'm not mistaken. So go click on it right now. And the thumb up is just under there as well as the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. Are you rooting for Miyagi-Do or are you rooting for Cobra Kai? I mean, the series is called Cobra Kai, but tell me who you're rooting for. Tell me maybe if there's a liability somewhere, maybe a character that might be switching sides. Obviously nobody from Miyagi-Do is gonna go to Cobra Kai. I don't know if anybody from Cobra Kai is gonna go to Miyagi-Do. I was a little afraid with Miguel and Ark here, but he's had this conversation, so they are quite safe, and I feel like Aisha is well versed also, so yeah. And Chris is quite okay for now. I mean, Chris is staying back, although he's bringing much of his anger into the business, but he's staying back. He's not over. He's not crossing the line. You know, he's staying in his bounds. I think that's how you say that. So yeah, so thank you very much, guys, and I'm gonna be seeing you next time. Have a nice week. Bye.